Gym, sitting on the bench seat. Just finished doing some dumbbell pressing. Now I'm stressed. These muscles getting ate up today, yo. Back and shoulders, man. Been killing them Jones, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all know what time it is. If y'all work out like I work out, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's a rhyme. If y'all work out like I work out, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Man, I tell you what, workout today was suicidal, bruh. I'm talking about almost 4 hours of training. Then I went outside and did some work outside because I wanted to be able to videotape something. And it didn't come out clear enough in the house. You can't see the dimensions in the house. So I went outside, I went out back to videotape it. Then I came back in the house and hit the bag for 45 minutes. Then I looked outside and the weather's better today. So with the weather being better, I decided that it was going to be a sprint run today. So not a sprint run like a sprint and then walk none. I mean like straight, I'm busting it up. I was trying to get the best I can get out of it today. So I don't even know how far I ran. I'll tell you in a second. Let me see. I ran, as soon as it come on, waiting on the app to load. It'll tell me in a second, but I ran almost 5 miles. I don't know if it was 5 exactly. Sometimes I take a different street, and those streets be a little shorter, or the curve is a little tighter, so it messes up your run. My phone been going crazy all day. It ain't never been doing nothing I've been telling it to do all day. I ran 4.43. So 4.43 miles at 8 minutes and 4 seconds a mile. So I came around the corner and I was trying to get it in. But man, I'm tired now. Tavon Newman, what's good, dog? Glad to have you up here, player. Go Hunter, what's good, dog? The Truth Seeker, what up? And bro, what's happening? Hey, look, appreciate y'all being online with me, man. Hey, look, your boy been beat up from the feet up. I've been beat up from the feet up today, bro. Man, I ain't lying. Dude, I've been doing all kinds of stuff today. But I focused a lot today on my back muscles, on my back and my shoulders, my wings. Man, dude, there was something terrible going on today. But I put that work in, though, man. Put that work in. Why is that? Why is what? Slick Rick the Ruler, why is what? Why did I go so hard on my back today? Oh, man, I don't know. Every now and then, man, I pick apart. I want to show. This me outside. Look at the back on that joint, boy. I was trying to kill him back, and them 15-pound dumbbells. I was going hard on the back today, man. I don't know. I need that back. The back is the support for them arms. And them arms, I'll be throwing a lot of hard punches coming from them shoulders, bro. In order for that to happen, you got to work on them joints, dog. I was outside. I did that routine right there. Yeah, I'm trying to kill my back. I'm trying to make it do what it do. I was outside. That routine right there lasted 15 minutes. I did like 3 minutes, and then I stopped. Then I did 3 minutes, and then I stopped. Every time I stop, don't stop for 1 minute. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of work, man. It was a killer, but it was at the end of my routine, cause my routine consisted of I used 60-pound dumbbells and I did shoulder shrugs, deadlift, single arm obliques, one arm bench press, then double hand bench press. One hand bench press, you put side hand on the side of the bench and use one arm. So I did those with the 60s. Then I did, let's see, what else did I do? I did tricep kickbacks. I did curls, regular curls, and hammer fist curls, those using the 25s. Then I did wrist curls using the 20s. And then I did regular butterflies in the house what you just saw me doing outside. I did it in the house first. And I tried to record it the 3 times, my 3 sets, but the recording kept coming out dark. So you couldn't see the definition of the muscle, which is what I wanted to see. So then I went outside and did it. Then I came back in the house and did my whole crunch routine, my plank, 10-minute plank. Then I did all my crunches. Then I did leg lifts. Then I did 200 squats holding a 25-pound plate in my hand. And my heels are elevated about this high. Your heels up in the air. You got your feet on the, it's like the bottom of the workstation. It sets up this high, and you put your feet on it. And then I did 200 squats. That's 4 sets of 50 holding a 25-pound weight with only a 30-second break between each set. Then after I finished that, I did upright rows with the curl bar. Then, what else did I do? I'm looking around to see if I forgot anything. I think that was it. But that took basically 3 hours and about 3 hours and 15 minutes. Then I went outside and then I did the same routine again for 15 minutes. So, because I wanted to record it and I wanted it to be hard because I wanted to show it to somebody. So, you know, I wanted them to be able to try it and see how it worked. Then I came in the house, hit the bag for 30 to 45 minutes. I had my clock set at 30, but when it went off, I kept hitting the bag. I was working on something. So then I went for a run, and that was 4 point, I don't know what I said, 4 point something. I can't remember times and stuff like that. I know it was like 8 minutes and 2 seconds a mile, but the run was 4.43 miles. And I stopped at the grocery store. I bought me an orange, an apple, a protein bar, and orange, apple, protein bar. What else? And some vegetables. Yep. So then I came onto the crib, took a wash up, changed out my hoodie that I was running in, put on this hoodie jacket, grabbed my hat, came downstairs and started crappling. Now I do the green apples. Not green apples, my fault. I do the yellow apple. I don't like red apples. I don't know why, man. They just ain't never seen it. I like an apple that's not too sweet and not too sour and soft enough to basically, you know, be able to chew it. So you about to get that 5-mile run in? Hey, look, that 5-mile run is what's good. Somebody say, nice work. Hey, look, man, I'll be 60 in one year and a half, bruh. I'll be 59 this year. I'll be 59 in November. November the 5th, born 1967. I'll be 59. And then so I'm trying to represent the old cats, dog. I wanna let the young cats know that whatever you see me with, you both have this. So if you ain't got it, go get it. But the older cats, hey, look, it ain't never too young. You ain't never too old. You ain't never too young. Make it happen, Captain. Let me see. I just made some delicious smothered cat thighs and dogs. I don't know what that is. With some onions and mushrooms. I don't know what that is. You gotta break that down. Say I don't look a day over 90. Hey, man, you know, look, it is what it is. I don't care about how young I look. I care about how young I feel. I can go in the bathroom right now and shave this little 5 o'clock shadow off and take about 5, somewhat older, so that the young bucks respect the game. But I don't care about that. I care about how I feel, though. What up, Merritt? How long do you recommend going from... I mean, it all depends on the person, because some people is pretty much naturally in shape. They ain't got to wait too long. Then some people got to train like it's the first day they ever done it. Now, if you want to go through a marathon and kind of jog it / walk it, you can go whenever you feel like you can do it. My whole thing is if you're training for a marathon, then train for a marathon. You should, marathon 32 miles, something like that? No, wait a minute. Just 26 miles. I think it's, what? Get these times and dates mixed up, man. I be caught on the wrong stuff sometimes, man. Mine be going bad. I think it's because it's 17. No, wait a minute. It's 13.2 is a half marathon, so it should be like 26, 27 miles. That's not hard. Yeah, it's actually 26.2. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, you could walk that. You can walk 26 miles. You done that in the grocery store. Going up and down the miles and going, like I walk 14, 15 miles on the regular. So for me, I can go from the couch straight to the marathon. Even if I don't run it, I can still get through with it. But all depends on the person. All depends on the person. She'll say, yeah, life is about how you feel. Hey, look, man, heart beating fast, doing everything right. You see, my blood pressure was 116/65. My doctor told me I had the blood pressure of an 18-year-old at 58. So I check the body, man. I go once a year. I go to the eye doctor, I go to the dentist, and then I go to the regular physical doctor. Yeah. My son texted me now from Germany. He trying to get back to the States this time next year. He'll be back in the States. I don't know where he going though. He say, man, he looking at Kentucky, a base in Kentucky. He looking at Fort Meade in Maryland, if he can get in Maryland, because that's where my youngest son and my daughter live at, and that's only like 3 hours from here. And also he could get to he said maybe Washington State. It's a good base in Washington State that he like. Demetric Jones, what's good, dog? Hey, man, y'all worked out today, man. Y'all put your time in. Hey, look, your boy don't be playing, man. Hey, look, y'all hear my dude, man. Y'all hear my duties, man. I go hardcore in the paint, bro. Like I'm Michael Jordan. I'm going hard in the paint. I'm gone. I'm done now. That legs is gone. That run. Hey, look, I just finished my squats at 10-1 and went for my run at 120. That's 30 minutes later. Look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That's good. My heart rate sets at 60 when resting, so I heard that's good, but that's from all the miles ran. Let me see what my heart rate. I'm gonna see if I when I shot the thing, my heart rate was at 56. Go Hunter, my dog. Where do you live? I live in Virginia. Tell your son what's in Lost Digger. He would know what that means. What is Lost Digger? Got you. So you in Delaware? Yes, sir. Delaware. Hey, look. Delaware, man. I go to Delaware sometimes to the casino, Dover Downs. I bought a Morosco Forge cold punch. I bought a cold punch. Oh, cold punch, like it's in something to drink. Man, I don't drink nothing but water, bruh. Look, I've been knocking on this gallon all day, bruh. Look at that. I'm at down at about 25% of this gallon now. And y'all know I got 2 hours left before I can eat. I do all my work. People ask me all the time, how do I work out fasted? My whole workout is fasted. I haven't eaten since I finished my food yesterday at 6:34. Actually, that was the time I was supposed to finish it, but I finished it around 10 after 6 because I started at 5:34 because I trained my wife and it took a little bit more time doing what I was doing with her. So I cooked my food, but I couldn't eat it. I didn't want to eat while I was training her, so I wanted to sit down and enjoy my food. But I eat for an hour every day. It's either between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock or 5:30 and 6:30, somewhere around there. But I haven't eaten since then, bruh. I do a 23-hour fast every day, bruh. So if y'all know anything about, staying true to the game, you know what I'm saying? I stay true to the game, bruh. I stay true to the game. Let me see. Do you think much about your run times, or do you just run and not worry about having to be faster? No, you can't be fast every time. You kill yourself. Some of the best runners that I watch on YouTube, they say the best way to get faster with running is to just run a nominal pace. Let your body get used to the nominal pace, And then whenever you feel like busting it out, you can go ahead and rack it out. But with me, I don't watch my time at all. I just set the app. I got an app on my phone. It's called Runkeeper. I hit the app when I leave home, and usually I turn the app on while I'm, putting on my last glove or pulling my glasses on. The app is already running because I'm gonna put the phone in my pocket. I put it in my pocket, zip it up, and then I start running. So I probably wasted like 30 seconds just standing there trying to get everything together. But I don't really look at the time unless I'm planning on racing the clock. Now, I have raced the clock before. I raced the clock for 1 mile. This was in 2025. So I guess it was about maybe 6 or 7 months ago. I raced the clock. My 1 mile time is 6:25. That's the fastest I've been able to run 1 mile. I've done it more than once, 6:25, 6:29. Then my 3 mile time is always in the sevens, like 7:15 to 7:47. My 5 mile time is always anywhere between 7:47 and like 8:02, 8:03. Now anything over 5 miles, I ain't gonna rush it. I'm gonna just take my time. I'm gonna run it like 9 minutes a mile. That's why I tell you I could run 10 miles at 9 minutes a mile. So that's pretty much how I do. But I don't try to beat the clock unless I'm trying to beat the clock. And if I set out to beat the clock, then I usually go to the school, because the school right across the street from my house. And I can go to the school, it's a middle school, and I can race the clock on the track. Say it's a greeting in Germany. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, he in Germany now at a base in Germany. All my life, Delaware, baby. I'm about to go get this road work in, man. Do plyometrics, shadow boxing, calisthenics, and heavy bag work. Last 2 nights, 2 hours almost straight. That's what I'm talking about. Work, bro, work. Keep that work in. $10,000, it makes its own ice. I don't even know what that means. I must have missed something. Oh, yep. NFL athletes do sprints to get faster. Hey, look, I sprint too, but I sprint. I do what's called sprint walk, where I'll just jog. Sometimes I jog and then I walk. Sometimes I jog and then I sprint. So I count 100 steps. So I'll jog 100 steps, and then ball out, sprint for 100 steps, then jog 100 steps. And I'll do that. I've done that for as much as 5 miles. But I normally try to do it between 2 and 3 miles, because you be killing yourself. But I don't mind killing myself every now and then. I said I bought a cold plunge. It makes its own ice. God dang, that joint must be crazy. Hey, look, it sound good. I did that thing with the curl with the dumbbell. My arms on fire. Hey, look. Hey, look. My arms on fire now, man. I think my whole body's on fire. That's why I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Healing yourself. Exactly. Coach, tips for getting 40-yard dash time down, improving sprint speed. My thing is, man, it's all about how you train. And I'm a runner. I'm a sprinter. That was my thing when I was in middle school and high school. I was a sprinter. I did anything up to the 100-yard dash, and I was good at it. My thing is always work the legs, because you can never leave the legs out. Always work the legs. Always work the calves, and then just keep sprinting. Just keep sprinting. The only way you're gonna get faster with running is running. You're gonna have muscles, and you stretch the muscles out so you can get the best out of them. But the only way you can get fast at running is running. You can't do push-ups and make you fast at running, just like you can't do running and make your chest bigger. So you gotta kind of do the thing that works the thing. Yeah, legs and calves. I do thighs, hamstrings, and calves. And then I work my ankles. I do ankle raises, calf raises, but they help your ankle too. And then I just get out there and run, bro. That's how you do it. I can sprint, but even at 58 years old, dog, I'm still fast with a sprint. I could probably beat 90% of the people I talk to in a 100-yard dash. I mean, just because I stay sprinting. That's why people always ask me why I don't want to gain weight, because they see me cut up right, and they say you can be 200 pounds and be the same cut. I don't want to be 200 pounds. I got to carry that around with me every day. It's like a lot of guys like girls with big boobies. They don't realize them big boobies weigh weight. You got a girl carrying around two 15-pound boobies and her back is going bad. I've seen it happen. I've seen girls have to go in there and get a breast reduction, because they're carrying too much weight. Same thing I tell people. All these guys walking around here with these big bellies and these wide bodies. Hey, look, man, you're not meant to carry that much weight, bro. 5'6", 300 pounds. You ain't meant to carry that much weight. You got to get some of that weight off so you can expand that life. Expand that life. I was outside today. I did a lot of exercises outside because it's only 50-something degrees outside. Man, I was out there balling. I was out there balling. Sometimes, man, but I can tell people, man, when they see me, they see my cut, they be like, I got like a Bruce Lee cut. I spent my whole life wanting to be like Bruce Lee. Why wouldn't I want to cut like Bruce Lee? I'm a small dude. Bruce Lee was only 5'8", 165 pounds. I'm 5'6", and 144 pounds. Yeah. I like this size. It's just enough that if I hit somebody, I can hurt them. And just enough that if somebody hit me, I can keep from getting hurt. But I appreciate y'all being online with your boy. I appreciate all the likes I'm getting so far. Appreciate the likes. You know, keep the likes coming, dog. If y'all ain't hit the like button, please go up top and hit that like button. Just go bing, hit that like button. Let your boy know. Let the algorithm know that when I'm up here, I'm putting in my time. I'm up here working. I appreciate that. I just got another like just when I said it. So somebody's paying attention. Somebody forgot to hit the like button. They went to asking questions. My thing is, ask questions and hit the like button. We got to work this thing together. Therefore, the algorithm know that when y'all up here with me, we having a good time. We talking and we politicking. And right now, I got to keep going. I ain't got to drink too much more of this because I won't have enough to drink for dinner. But dinner today, I got a plate of vegetables. I got an orange. I got a banana. I got 1 protein bar. And I'm going to eat 3 rice cakes with some jelly on them. That's my dinner for today. And my protein shakes. What are your thoughts on running with a 45-pound vest on or running with a weighted vest at all? I know it's super useful for push-ups, pull-ups. I run with a vest on. I run with a 20-pound vest on because I only weigh 144 pounds. You got to adjust the vest to how much you weigh. Anything else is not going to help you. It's just going to end up hurting you. I got a 40-pound vest too, but I don't run in it. I walk in it. I ruck walk in it. And I walk fast in it, but it's still walking because you got to put so much pressure on your back, your lower back, so much pressure on your shoulders, and then pressure on your knees when you're running in it, and you only weigh 144 pounds. You can't be running with something a third of your weight on your back. So I run with a 20-pound. I got 20-pound vest sitting right here. 40-pound vest on the floor sitting right here. But I like running in it. But it depends on how much you weigh to whether or not it's going to be worth it. If you 200 pounds, yeah, running with a 40 on ain't no problem. But if you're 150, 160 pounds, then you need a 20 on. And I do pull-ups in it. I do push-ups in it. How many times did people tell you you're lucky for being fit, not seeing the work you put in? Oh, they say it all the time. Hey, they say it all the time, but I put the work in. I tell them, I let them know, it ain't no luck. It's all about what you do. Anybody can be in shape. Anybody. Anybody can be in shape. You just got to put the work in. It's funny how people say, man, you lucky to be in shape like that. No such thing about being lucky. It's all about how much work you want to put in. I wanted to look like a bodybuilder at 144. And that's why I train the way I train. I like that feeling. I like to go to the beach and take my shirt off. I like for people to see me running down the street with a shirt off and shorts on, and they be like, that dude cut up. I like that feeling. That's gratitude. That's enough to make me want to keep going out here. It lets me know that I'm doing something for a reason. Only thing I think I want to do right now, man, I've been saying I want to get another tattoo, but I don't want to get it on my body. I want to get it on my legs. I show my legs a lot when I'm running, so I want to get something that makes sense. Yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for being up here, man. I appreciate everybody for trying to work out. Even if you ain't in the gym like I'm in the gym, you don't got to be like I'm doing. I wouldn't suggest that to nobody. I suggest you do a 30-minute to a 1-hour workout. But if you can actually push it to 3.5 hours, then that means you got time to do it. Man, most people don't see what goes on behind closed doors. That's what it is, man. Hey, look, my door's shut all day. People don't even see me in my townhouse complex. They don't see me till I come outside. First thing they say is, you been working out? Yep. They said, what gym you go to? No gym. I got a gym in the house. I got the whole 9 right at the crib. Living my best life. What's good, dog? Hey, man, put that work in, player. Salute to you, homie. Nah, I used to box, dog. I'm an older cat now, man. I still got boxing skills. I still teach boxing, but I don't box no more. I wish I still competed in karate, because you could be 70 and still compete in karate. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, most definitely. That's what I'm talking about. Came through to drop a like on the stream, coach. What up, Raw Talk? My dog, what it do, man? What you got going on today, player? I know you got something popping. Hey, look, your boy been out there. I've been out there running, hitting the bag. I've been in the backyard doing some training. I went in the backyard and did some stuff after I finished training because I wanted to record it. And when you outside, you record something inside and the light don't always be right. If it's nighttime, like it's still dark in the morning, and I record something in the house, it come out perfect. But when it's light outside, hey, look, I'm gonna show you something, just in case some of y'all up here ain't see this. This is a back work. This show you what your boy been doing. Look at that back work, man. I wanted to get a perfect definition of what my back looked like when I'm actually training, but I couldn't get the definition thing right in the house because I ain't got the kind of lights. So I went outside, let that natural light work. I did this for 3 minutes. I took a 1-minute break and I did it for 3 minutes. And totally, I did this exercise for 15 minutes. That's 5 sets. Bruh, I ain't gotta tell you, shoulders was gone. They was gone. Them jokers was leaving out of here quickly. Shoulders was on the 8 train, headed to New York City. They left me. I ain't got no shoulders right now. But that's what it take, though. It take a little bit of that, bruh. It take a little bit of that. Take a little bit of that to get all these muscles, man, was gone right now. Let me see. People make time for what they want to do. If they get paid $1 million to get fit, everybody would be in shape. You ain't know? That's what it do, man. Because people will tell you in a minute, I got to go to work. I ain't got time to work out. I'm like, dude, going to work don't got to do with working out. The two of them things don't go hand in hand. They don't coincide with each other. So you always got time to work out. Even if you take a lunch break, do some push-ups. Do 50 push-ups and 50 squats on your lunch break. 50 jumping jacks. Then eat your lunch. It don't take but 3 minutes to go through a whole little basic routine and then eat your lunch. You get a 30-minute lunch break, take the first 10 minutes and do something for yourself. Walk around the block. Walk around while you're eating your lunch. Walk around the block while you're eating your lunch. Got to get this 45 minutes in training to get my strength up. That's what I'm talking about, Raw Talk. Say TOMOWOZEYA 6891. How beneficial do you think a rigorous physical exercise routine and regularly pushing yourself to your physical limits is for your mental health? You can't think about nothing that's going wrong when you're training, bruh. I try to tell that to people. I run and walk every day, 7 days a week. The worst times of my life, I ran the furthest. I run until I'm so tired I can't think straight. When you're so tired you can't think straight, you can't be worried about nothing that's mental. Mental, that's why we work out. I come downstairs in the morning, it doesn't matter what's happening. I separate from what's happening to what I'm doing. That is the stress reliever. I'm 185 at 5'10". I'm in excellent shape, but trying to get down to 165 to 170. Oh yeah, you about to do it. You about to be cut up from the butt up. Oh man, you know what getting down ain't nothing to it, bruh. Eat less than how you training. It's just that simple. Eat less. Hey, look, whatever you thought, like I tell people, biggest thing I cut out was bread. That was the first thing I cut out when I wanted to lose weight. I cut out bread. Bread get in the way of your design. I ain't trying, unless you're trying to be bulky. I wanted to be cut, dog. I wanted to be straight cut. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know I work out. That's the kind of cut I wanted. I want you to know I worked out. You can do it, man. Just keep training. Eat less things that got carbs in them. I mean, carbs are gasoline to keep running every day. But I'm gonna tell you what to do. Don't eat no more than if you training the way I'm training, don't eat no more than 150 carbs. And on the day that you're not training, eat 100 carbs. That's how you do it. Keep the protein up high, keep the carbs down low, and watch the weight fall off and make it into muscle. Amazing advice. Thank you, Coach. Much appreciated. Hey, look, I appreciate you being up here, dog. I can have all the advice in the world, but if anybody up here, it's kind of a mute point. What's happening, Coach? What knowledge you spitting to the youngsters today, man? All of them ain't youngsters. Some of them is just the same age as me. We just trying to keep it popping. Hey, the youngsters, if they got questions, I got answers. The older cats want to get back in the game, I'll show you how I did it. Hey, look, plain and simple. Y'all up here, I appreciate it. And when y'all up here, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel and I ain't never seen y'all before, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I try not to get more than 2,500 calories a day, but I burn like 500 to 700 calories a day off. That's what I'm talking about. That's the trick right there. My son be sending me videos where he be burning 1,000 calories on a treadmill doing incline for 4 minutes with a 20-pound vest on. He hustling like I'm hustling. He doing 1,000 calorie burn. Then he do that in the morning at 5 o'clock. He usually train from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Then he go to PT at 6:15 to 6:30. And then after PT, he go to work. He don't eat his first meal until he drink a protein shake after that. And then he eat a protein bar. And then he don't eat food until he go home. Once he go home, his wife make him all the stuff that he like. He's staying the same like with me. He's staying out that bread. Yeah, he working hard, bro. Same thing I'm doing. Hey, look, I wasn't trying to grow muscle either. When I first, Maurice Tool, when I first started working out, I had a belly. I was 5'6", 201 pounds, and it just a little belly. My body kind of worked itself out in proportion, so I didn't just look like skinny with a big belly. I was just evenly designed all the way up. But I just wanted to have a swimmer's body. I wanted to get rid of these little bucks on the side and this little belly in the front. And so I just wanted a swimmer's body, just have little shoulders, nothing too special. But once I started working out and started cutting the weight, the muscles started coming. I couldn't control it. Then once I realized that it was coming, I met it halfway and gave it some dap. I met it halfway and gave it some dap. And then I went to work. I've been doing boxing for almost 3 years. Every time I jab, my arm gets tired and I'm feeling like baby punches. That's because you ain't training the jab as much as you jabbing. So you might be jabbing when you sparring somebody in most cases. I'm not saying you don't train. What I'm telling you is put a 3-pound weight in your hand. Hold the other hand right here and throw 300 jabs. Do that every day until your arm about to fall off. 300 jabs every day. Trust me, about 60 days from now, it ain't gonna hurt no more. Then when you get in the ring and you're not throwing 300 jabs, the 100 jabs you do throw, if you throw that many, gonna seem like a piece of cake. Yeah, eat less and work out more. That's the bottom line. Eat less and work out more. I did all kinds of things. When I first started losing weight, I just cut back on food. Then I said, well, what if I cut back on eating? So I started doing an intermittent fasting where I was eating for 8 hours a day and leaving the other 16 to digest my food. I did that for like 2 years. Then I decided I was gonna go OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, or better yet, 1 hour a day. I sit down at the top of the hour. Most of the time it's 5 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, I'm getting up. When I'm done eating, my stomach is poking out like Santa Claus. But 30 minutes later, I'm back to normal. And then that food lasts me for the rest of the night. I eat at 5 o'clock, done at 6 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, I'm usually getting into bed, and me and my wife get in bed and watch TV till about 12. She go to sleep, and I watch YouTube then. That's when I get up here and watch some of the training guys that I watch. I watch a lot of guys that's running marathons, some guys that's bodybuilding, different people like that. I watch a lot of car channels up here, Homestead. I watch van life, that kind of stuff. So I might go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, get back up at 6 in the morning, come downstairs and start working out again. But bottom line is when I come downstairs in the morning, I ain't thinking about no food. I'm thinking about working out. Next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock. I'm done working out. Then I sit down, I watch something on YouTube for a few minutes while I finish up my water. And then around about 1:15, I go for my run. Can't eat or drink a whole lot of water in between those times because you gonna go out, you gonna come right back in. You can't be running with the water jiggling in your belly. So you go out, you come back in, and then you do live stream and whatever. And right now I got an hour and a half, bruh. An hour and a half, and I can start cooking. And that's how I go. Hour and a half, I can start cooking. And once I sit down to eat, it's food time, bruh. But once I eat for the hour, it's like I ain't never missed a meal. It's like I ain't never missed a meal. Because I'm going to put a lot of food in. Today, it's straight vegetables, whole plate of vegetables. And then I got protein bar. I have apple and an orange. And I'm probably going to have my rice cakes. 3 rice cakes with some jelly on them. And that's how I'm going to get down. But when I'm done eating, I eat it all at the same time. But when I'm done eating, stomach full, I'm good to go. I drink my protein shakes. I drink 1 protein shake before I sit down, and the other protein shake when I come back after I finish. I finished yesterday. I started eating at 5:34. I was done eating everything by 6 o'clock. And about 10 after 6, I made my protein shake. It was already made. It was just in the refrigerator. I just had to go drink it. Nah, I don't invest in stocks no more, bro. I got other stuff that I invest in. I invest in people. I have gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. And that's the only other thing I invest in. Like, I got stuff that I deal with. Like, I got a die cast collection. I got a coin collection. And my coin collection, I started building it when I was 12 years old. It's over 4,000 coins right now from as early as the 1800s. And then I have my car collection. I got a die cast car collection with some hard to find cars, but that's it. 27, my dog. OG Kicks, what's happening, player? Glad to see you up here, man. You still in Ohio? The weather ain't bad outside today, y'all. I went for that run today, man. I ain't had no jacket on. I just had my hoodie on with a long john shirt under it. And, man, I was sweating about 30 minutes into the run. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside today, bro. It's like 50-something. I think it's like 50-something degrees outside today. What I mean by investing in people? People with businesses. I've been a businessman my whole life, dog. I never worked for nobody. So I've always owned barbershops. So since 1992 to 2020, I've always owned barbershops. So when people tell me about different ideas they have to start a business, if it's somebody I know and I can trust what they talking about, I rock with them. I invest in people. I ain't the type of guy that put up no money and then go chasing the money. I put up the money and I walk away from it. You get successful, you come back and see me. Was a barbershop profitable? Hey, look, think about it. Answer that question with this question. I own barber. I've been in the barbering business since I was 15. I went to a shop at 18. I opened my own shop at 23. I had 3 kids and a wife. Been married for 34 years. I got a 33-year-old son, a 31-year-old son, and a 27-year-old daughter. All I ever did was run a barbershop, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Imagine me taking care of a whole family with no money. I did it, but you don't make. But the trick to owning a barbershop is you can't own a barbershop and not work in the barbershop, because you don't make enough money off of people. But when you work in a barbershop, I had 9 employees. Each person is paying my rent. Each person is paying all my bills in the shop. So everything I made, I got to keep. So you talking about what? 43 years of cutting hair, making at least $1,200 to $1,500 a week, and being able to keep the whole thing. You tell me. Hey, look, bruh. Hey, look, it ain't no tricks to the game. I was able to do a lot of stuff from owning a barbershop. I bought a recording studio at one time. I put out a book at one time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life happens when you paying attention. Yep. So that's how I was able to find other people that was doing things like computer businesses or start their own car wash business or build bikes. I started building bikes in 2020. I built 14 bikes in 2020 and 21. I built low riders. But I've been able to do everything by funneling off of one pool of money. My coin collection. I used to spend $500 a month buying coins, but the coins were worth, say, $25, $30 a coin. But that was 20, 30 years ago. Same coin that you bought for $30 is now worth $300. If you know anything about gold, the price of gold went up. When I was buying 1 ounce gold coins, it was $300 to $350 for a coin. That same coin now is worth almost $5,000. I don't even know what the price of gold is because I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it to sell it today. If I looked at it to sell it today, then yeah, I know exactly what the price is. The gold price today is $5,048.70. $5,048.70. That means that a coin that I paid $300 to $350 for, that same 1 ounce coin is now worth $5,048.40. That'll tell you something. You gotta be smarter than the game, bro. Everybody out here want to be a drug dealer and risk going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, there's a whole lot of ways to make money. Whole lot of ways to make money. And I told you I got 4,000 coins. So we ain't gonna even try to add that up. We just gonna let it sit where it sit. But I appreciate you being 27 and up here, bro, because that's how you learn stuff. Hey, no, bro. Hey, let's say you talking to a scholar. Hey, look, you talking to somebody that just didn't want to fail, bro. I had a whole family on my back, bro. My wife didn't have to work for the first 11 years we was married. I paid the bills at the house and the bills at the shop. My wife didn't have to work. So what that means, my wife going to be expecting her allowance every Friday. My kids, they was 6 years old and I was giving them $20 a week allowance. And I tell them this is what they had to do. They had to save $10 and they could spend $10. So they end up having a little bit of money by the time they got to the age that they could move out and move on with their own stuff. 15, 16 years old, they had a car. You know what I'm saying? I took care of, I mean, it's the life you put in for. When I asked God for this life, I knew what I had to do to keep it. I knew what I had to do to make it work. So I got up in the morning and went to work. I came home and I fed the family. I never complained. I mean, why would you complain? This is what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? So my kids was able to do 10 years of karate apiece. They was able to do 10 years of boxing apiece. You know, I had my family had a whole history of doing things that they wanted to be able to do because they had both parents that stood behind them. Then once my daughter was 4 years old and she went to Head Start, my wife took a job. Once my wife took a job, she paid for half of the bills at the crib. And so, you know, then, you know how that go. You keep moving up, bro. You keep moving up. The extra money I thought I had that I was already spending, that she started paying for half of the stuff that was at the house, I took that money and invested it in other stuff. Was it hard to let the shop go? No, bro. I was in that shop from I've been cutting hair since I was 15 years old. And I was able to let it go like, 2020? That was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I was 52? That's when I started this campaign. 52 is the new 25. And every year the number changed. 53 is the new 26. You know what I'm saying? It's 58 is the new 28 now. Yeah, it ain't hard to let nothing go you've been doing your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You get tired, just like anything else. I like cutting hair, but bruh, hey, look, man, I dealt with a lot of people over the years. At one point, I was cutting 100 heads a week, man. You can't imagine what that must feel like. But it is what it is. I didn't count the heads at the time. I counted them after the fact. And I was able to help people start their own barbershops because guys that work for me was asking me how did they get their own shop. And I tell them, you got to be able to do this, that, and the third. And I ain't holding nobody back, bro. If you talk about, hey, look, if you want to get a shop, I got some old equipment. Because I always bought new chairs, new barber chairs. I always bought new barber floor mats. I always bought new mirrors. I redesigned my shop like every 5 years, and the stuff that I had, I put it in storage. So when somebody come along and they say, hey, man, I'm trying to get a 2-chair barber shop, I got 2 chairs. I got 2 chairs, 2 stations, 2 mats, 2 mirrors. That save you about $1,000 right there. You can have it. If you come get it, you can have it. It's all about helping somebody else out, man. I already walked that walk. I already talked that talk. Now it's not for me. Now this time is for y'all. See, I already been here. God kept me here for a reason. He didn't keep me here to keep cutting heads. He kept me here so I could tell my story. And hopefully somebody listening to that story can start their own. I just recently purchased 8 vending machines. Bad investment? It depends on where you put them. I mean, I had vending machines too. I had a soda and snack machine in my shop. But I was doing $400 a week off my soda and snack machine. Because that's how many people were coming in. You got 9 employees, you got a shop full of people. I had 2 pool tables, 2 7-foot Valley Slate coin-operated pool tables, 75 cents to play. And them open them machines up, them tables up every weekend on Friday. Because I didn't buy the pool tables. I had pool tables. But the deal was I was in a business with someone else that owned pool tables. They put pool tables in shops. So when he came to me, I wanted 2 tables. So whatever the tables make, we split it 50-50. All I do is make sure people don't jump balls so they don't scratch the rag on the table. You scratch the rag, table don't work right. Rip the rag, had the rag replaced. So my goal was just to make sure people played fair, understood the rules, and but my tables opened up. It was $600 a week. He come every Friday, $600. People been playing pool all day. And look, I ain't mad because $600 is $300 for him and $300 for me. Hospital and veterinarian clinic. That's what's good. You doing all right, bro. As long as you put them where people could get to it. Hi, coach. What you told me sunk in and made me, a manager fell out, and I've been relaxing, and instead of working on my physical self, I've been working on my mental self and make up with my mates. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what it's all about, bro. You are 16 years old. By the time you're 17 years old, your body gonna be in the best shape of his life. By the time you're 18 years old, you're gonna be playing pro, and you ain't gonna just go seem like a memory. Gonna seem like a memory. The Truth Seeker, I appreciate it, dog. Man, I tell people, man, please ask questions. Because when you ask questions, that's how you get answers. A lot of people up here asking me questions about life. I got answers about life. I've been here for 58 years, bro. This is my 59th year right here. You know what I'm saying? This is my 59th year right here. So don't pass the old folk, man. Don't pass the old folk. Ask the old joker something, man. He might have an answer for you. But I appreciate it, man. When y'all donate, y'all donating to a bigger cause than me. Because y'all know I be trying to help other people out. I done gave away Thanksgiving dinners. I done gave away Christmas toys to kids. I mean, the whole 9. I said, please ask me anything. I give better advice than therapists. Hey, look, I had a therapist one time, a friend of mine, older guy, older than me, about 10 years older than me. He was a therapist, a psychiatrist for the VA hospital, and had his own private practice. He used to come to me and get his hair cut once every 2 weeks. He said this the best time, the best money he ever spent getting a haircut. Because when he came in, he had questions for me. And I joked about him, and I said, man, when you going to let me come sit in your chair? He said, you don't need to sit in my chair. You good. He said, man, I'm coming here to sit in your chair to get some answers. And that's what he did. He came and got answers. Hey, look, my mama told me when I was 16, I was cutting hair at the crib. She said, it's grown men, my mama's age, that was coming in to get haircuts. My mama was born in 1935. Right now, I think my mom would be something like 90. And I'm 58. So she was about almost 30 years older than me. So my mama said, this guy's coming in the house that was her age, that was asking me questions like I had the answers. But I use a common sense strategy. Everything has a certain amount of common sense to it. And if it ain't common sense, then what we talking about? Tavion Newman. I'm trying to begin my first business I'm in my early 20s. How do I start? What you trying to start? What kind of business? See, it's all about what you're trying to start. Then we can go from there. What kind of business are you trying to start? Do you have an idea or you just wishful thinking? Because there's a lot of stuff you can start. I wish they had a lot of the businesses out that I did when I was coming up. When I first opened up my barbershop, I had a pager business. Pagers used to be the thing before cell phones. And you can't imagine having 100 people that's got a pager through you, right? And the pager costs $10 a month. $4 go to the company. $6 is what we call residual income. So $6 came to me. So you're talking about 100 people minimum. That's $600 coming in every month. And then when they bought the pager, I paid $25 for the pager. They paid $50 for the pager for me. So you talking about making money. You talking about an easy $1,300, $1,400 a month. Plus the people that's cutting hair. I don't like commission in the barbershop. I like booth rent. Because commission, I make money when you make money. I figure if I draw the line and tell you how much you got to pay me for your chair, you pay me and whatever you make is yours. And I was always cheaper than most other shops and salons. At the time, I charged people $100 booth rent. So it's $100 a week. Most people was making $700. Now, if I would have go to commission, it would have been 70-30 or 60-40. 70% of $600, well, 30% of $600 is $180. So I would have made $80 more than the $100 I was making from booth rent. I let him keep that 80. I just took the 100. My money was the same every week. You got 9 people working from you, it's $900 a week. 9 times 4, $3,600. Plus the 1,000 plus from the pager business. You know what I'm saying? Plus the pool tables, plus the video games. I had 5 arcade style video games. Yeah, man, you can make a lot of money. All you gotta do is know the game. Soda and snack machine. Sold tapes and CDs. Remember when tapes and CDs was the lick? Back in the 90s, you could come get a cassette tape or a CD. Man, you could make a lot of money, bro. Any advice on selling a book? I got one on Amazon, but would you recommend selling it out of the trunk as well? Always, if you can get your hands on it. People buy stuff on impulse. I sold a book. I had a poetry book, 108 pages, 105 poems, called Me, My Pad, hold up. Can't think of the name of it. My Pad, My Way. Hold up. I can't think of the name of it. I forgot the first part. I got the book right here on my phone. I got part of it, but I'm kind of twisting my words. Let me see. I think it's on this phone. It might be on the other phone. Oh, here it is. I couldn't even think of the first word. This was what the cover looked like. My pen, my pad, my way. 108 pages, 105 poems. It's called The Story of a Poet. My pen, my pad, my way. But I always sold them hand to hand because people jump on stuff. You know, a wise man told me when I first opened up my barbershop. He said, how much is haircuts? At the time, it was $12. He said, and they give you a 20 and they get back $8 change, right? He said, find a way to get that $8. I had everything. I sold candy, Now Later, Snickers bars, Twix bars, honey buns. I had all that stuff before I even had the soda and snack machine. I sold tapes and CDs. I sold knit hats. I sold sunglasses, ball caps. I was every day. Look, any way to get that $8, bro. The whole goal is to have a man come in here and spend the whole 20. You don't want them to go home with no change. So you want to start a retail business. Then you mean you want to start a retail business. Basically, I'm guessing you saying inside of somebody's business. Like they got little small malls where you can set up a stand inside. You can do retail that way. You can rent a. That's easier than it is getting a brick and mortar. A brick and mortar means a whole building. That means you got to pay the electric bill, the water bill, the cable bill, the phone bill, the insurance bill, and then stock the business and then hope people come to it. You would rather go into a mall. You know how malls got the little depot set up on the inside? Rent space to set up a depot. And then whatever you want to sell. You can sell anything from eyeglasses to baseball hats. You can sell eyeglasses and baseball hats. And you can make a lot of money because a hat like this, if I were to buy it wholesale, it would be like $3. Sell it for 10, you make $7. Some people sell them for 15. You can sell simple stuff, sunglasses. Most sunglasses you buy, like you see at the Sunglass Hut, they only cost $10, $20. But they don't cost $20 when you buy them. And start off small. Start off small. Be like, I got them glasses, bruh. You ain't got to have it like 20 pair. And when you roll low on the 20 pair, make sure you can easily get another 20 pair. So if you paid $3 a pair. Make sure they fit, make sure they work, they ain't bendable. You know, don't offer no discount. Say buy it as is, and make sure the person try it on and like it, and they leave, and they ain't gonna come back no more. You basically get $10, $20. Then once you say you paid $3 for them, but you just made $17. Keep doing the same thing over and over. Are you still doing that man of fitness thing? Yeah, it doesn't end yet. It's going about another 2 weeks. I enjoy woodworking at school and I want to do a career in it, but I don't know what I can do with it to make money. Woodworking, dude. Have you ever seen van life? You seen the van life videos that's online? That's woodworking. Cats is going up in vans right now, in cargo vans, and building them jumps out to look like houses. Learn your measurement. Learn your wood. Learn what wood you need to use. Not the most expensive wood, but wood that'll work. And build cabinetry inside of a van and call it van life. Man, build dressers, build drawers, build cabinets, build tops, countertops. They got van life companies out here now that'll buy a cargo van and rebuild it for you, and you can live in that junk. I'm talking about build a framework for a bed. That's the lick right there, bro. Yeah, man. Look, you can get with a company that's already making. Go to van life. Go to van life. Go online. I don't know what city you live in or what state you live in, but everybody do van life now. Go to van life online. Just go to Google and just type in van life, and then watch what they do. Building a van. Just Google it. Building a van. And then once, yeah, they do it in the UK too. Then look at it, building a van. And then they'll show you how they building houses. Basically, it looks like apartments inside of a van, a cargo van. Then what you want to do, because you learning the skill, contact somebody that does van life and say, if you got to ask them who built your van. They'll say they did it, or they'll say a company did it. Or I know it's Overland Interiors. That's a company that's over in Canada. It's called Overland Interiors. They got a website. Van City Van Life. That's a website. The Chrome Project. That's a website. Go to the people that's building the vans and ask for a job. Tell them you got woodworking experience. If you're good at building, they're going to hire you. Because the bottom line is you building it fast as you can build it and get it out of there. They selling it. I feel like when I buy a product for $20, then sell it for 21, and someone give me 21 for it, I feel like I'm not making much money by getting $1 back. That's why you don't buy it for $20. You got to find products. It's called wholesale. When you're trying to get in the business of retail, you have to buy your products wholesale. Wholesale means they got companies out here. I don't know what state or what city you live in, but go online, go to Google, and look for wholesale. So in other words, whole, W-H-O-L-E, sale. So if you want to buy sunglasses, say I want to buy sunglasses wholesale. That's what you say on Google. They'll find you a company to sell them. Then you have to buy a certain amount of them. You can't go in and buy one pair of glasses. Usually it's a box. So a box of glasses may be 20 pair in a box. They may be $5 a pair. That's $100. You buy the box for 20, right? Then you sell them for what you want to sell them for so you can make enough profit. You take the profit out. You take the money it took to buy them and you go back and buy more. And that's how you keep it going. Sometimes you might have to reinvest the profit for like the first 6 months because you might be selling so many. You buy wholesale. It doesn't take much to buy wholesale. Most of the time, depending on what state or what city you live in, you just have to have a business license saying, I'm a retailer. A retailer doesn't buy the price that you buy for when we go in the store. They buy wholesale. The person, a consumer, buys retail. That's the person you're selling it for. That's why I said you can go to a hat company that sells retail hats. It could be a hat just like this. It'd be $3 to $5, but you can sell it for $15 to $20. What you do is you go around and look and see how much everybody else selling it for. Make your price comparable to their price. If you deliver it, then make it $1 more, make it $2 more. If you mail it, make it $2 more. If they come in to get it out your store, make it the same price as the other guy. So they don't have no reason not to buy from you as reverse to buying from him. Because if you're buying something for 20 and selling for 21, you're not making a profit. That's because you bought it retail and then trying to resell it retail. You buy it wholesale and sell it retail. Everybody sells wholesale. Every company in the country sells wholesale. How do you think Walmart has so many products in there? That's retail when they're selling it to you, but when they're buying it, it's wholesale. So you go into Walmart and you pay $198 for a 43-inch screen TV, Walmart didn't pay but $60, $70 for it. They bought it wholesale from a company that made it, shipped it to Walmart, and Walmart retails it. Man, I know what, I got less than an hour before I get to start cooking my food, and my stomach is growling right now like a lion. By drinking this water, I'm trying to drown the lion. I'm trying to drown him. Hey, you making too much, shut up. Stop. Taking too much noise. I'll put some more water in there. Can you swim, lion? Man. What else y'all need to know, man? I'm so grateful from learning from you, bro. Hey, look, man. All you got to do is ask the question. Hey, look, I've been here for a long time, bro. I done did a whole lot of stuff in my life. Please ask the question. Hey, look. And then you can go back and watch this video. This video right now is 60. This was an hour. It's an hour and 52 seconds, right? So somewhere around 40 minutes, that's where you can find these questions at. You can go back and watch it again. I'm going to load it as soon as it goes off. Probably about 15 minutes after it goes off, you'll find it online. I've been in business my whole life, bro. The only person I ever worked for more than a month was a barbershop. I went to a barbershop. At 16, I worked for a pizza place. The only reason I left is because the guy didn't really have no work for me. He hired me as a favor to another guy, but he had nothing for me to do. So, you know, when you ain't got nothing to do and you working in a restaurant ain't making a ton of money and there was nothing for me to do, they had me doing stupid stuff. Like, you know how the countertops, they had me under the countertop, wiping off. What do you see under a countertop? I'm talking about the one that was behind the counter, not the tables out front. The countertops in the back. Had me cleaning the floor under the countertop, moving boxes out the way and cleaning the floor, just to give me something to do. Cleaning the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day, even though nobody went in there but us. The bathroom wasn't public. You know what I'm saying? Not that bathroom. I'm like, man. So I only worked there for like a week and a half. I told him, he said, I'm going to pay you in 2 weeks. I said, you can keep it. And I went back home and started cutting hair. I was already cutting hair at home, but I went back home and started re-up my cutting hair business. And then when I realized I was doing so well cutting hair at home, I decided to branch out to a shop. So I went into an apprenticeship program at 18. I went to college and went to the apprenticeship program at the same time. So I was going to college for human services. I was going through the apprenticeship program. So I was going to school from 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 8 to 9:30, 9:30 to 11, Tuesday and Thursday. Going to barber school at night, Monday and Wednesday, from 6:30 to 9 o'clock at night. So y'all know what my schedule looked like. And during the daytime, I went to the barber shop at 11:30 and worked until 6. Then went back to school at 6:30 that night. I did that for 2 years. I graduated from barber school and college at the same time. Then as soon as I graduated from barber school, I worked for the shop a couple more years. Then I said, oh, I gave me a shop. And I started putting together my plan. I started buying equipment and putting it in a storage unit. And before you know it, I had enough equipment. Then I started looking for a building. Went right to a guy. He showed me a building. And he told me, come on in and look at it. I liked it. And I said, okay, what you want for it? He told me what he wanted for it. I gave him the down payment. And 60 days later, I moved in. I set it up. It took me 60 days. It didn't really take me 60. It took me like 45 days to set it up. Then I moved in. Be the best person who you can yesterday, who you can was yesterday, so you can be the best person you could be today. Stay blessed. Hey, look, appreciate it, Taco. Taco's life. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. We all working to be better than we was the day before. I tell people, there's only rearview mirrors in cars, not in lives. So when you're in a car, you can see what's behind you. When you're in life, keep moving forward. Don't look behind you. We ain't got no rearview mirror for that reason. Keep moving forward. But I appreciate y'all being up here, man. Y'all got any more questions, let me know. I got some more answers. Let me know. You know, people always send me messages that are hell for review. You know, that means it's going to be something stupid. Something derogatory, something explanatory, and something stupid. So I ain't going to never answer them. I just let them sit on the screen. You know you got trolls out here that don't want to learn nothing. It don't take a lot, though. It don't take a lot to move through life. It's just that most of us are moving through life without paying attention to nothing. We just wasting time moving through life. We're going from day to day, year to year, and not trying to do no better next year than you did this year. You gotta put forth a little bit of effort. You ain't gotta be out. You ain't gotta stay up all night. You just gotta stay up for 20 more minutes. That first 20 minutes you can go in the bed, you ain't gonna be asleep anyway. Use that 20 minutes to think about something. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all work out today, because no matter how much money y'all make, no matter how much money you make in your life, if you don't work out, we shortchanging ourselves. We need to keep working out. That's how we're gonna be able to be alive and be healthy and be able to make money and be able to use the money for what we want instead of what the money gonna be used for, which is gonna be taking care of your health. A lot of older people right now is at the doctor every day because they spent a whole lot of time working, but not a whole lot of time thinking. What is the process of me getting my stand to set up in a mall or Walmart or any public? Walmart don't do stands, but the mall do. And some stores, depending on what you selling, will allow you to sell out front. But the thing you want to do, you want to call a mall and find out what does it cost to have a small setup inside of the mall. You know, the depot, the little home businesses, the little personal businesses that you can set up in the hallway. Look like um, a beach stand with the table, with the stand over top of it and the name of it and all that. Ask them. They'll tell you what the deal is. You're going to have a business license. You're going to have a product. You're going to have enough of a product that you don't want to run out of product in the first day. And it don't take much because people spend money when they're in the mall. That's why they come to the mall to spend money. They'll tell you how much it costs, and then you just try to weigh it against what you think you're going to make because you don't want to be paying for it if you're not making no money. Hi, Coach. How about that Seahawks defense, just like boxing defense with winning championships? Man, I heard they won, man. I ain't watched the game. I don't really watch too much other sports, just combat sports, but I do keep up with the score. I heard that the kicker for Seattle should have got an MVP. Many footballs he was kicking through them loops. How do you deal about women boxing? How do I feel? You mean how do I feel about women boxing? Do you watch it? Yeah, I watch women boxing. It's just like men boxing. Two people with a pair of gloves on, working a strategy. I don't think about it no other way. I got a few favorites. Girls I like to watch. Amanda Serrano. I like to watch Clarissa Shields. I just don't like a lot of junk talking. I just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really a junk talking kind of guy. I just perform. So your best offense is your defense. That's what a guy told my son. My son was so fast with his hands, he said, when you stop punching, you allow the other guy to punch. Don't stop punching. So he just beat people by just out punching them. That was his defense. His defense was to keep throwing punches that you had to block. You couldn't throw punches because you was worried about getting hit. But I heard the game was good. I heard the halftime show was fun. Man, appreciate it, dog. Sosa, man, appreciate it. I'm about an hour away from being able to cook my food for the day. That's the only thing I be thinking about. When it get to this time of the day, your stomach start growling like a lion. Yes, sir. Coach, do you eat only when you're hungry or do you eat, no, 3 meals? I had 3 meals since I was in middle school. No, man, nah, I eat once a day, dog. I do OMAD. OMAD is, I eat for 1 hour a day. I eat from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Anything I don't eat by 6 o'clock, I don't eat till tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So with that being said, all my food is cooked between 4:30 and a quarter to 5. And by 5 o'clock when I sit down, I got all my food ready. I used to eat like 2 waffles, a plate of vegetables, an orange, or apple, some peanuts, and 2 protein bars. And I should fill it all up at the same time. Now I kind of eat a little less because I don't really like all that food. But today is vegetables, not an apple, vegetables, an orange, a banana, 2 protein bars, and 3 or 4 rice cakes with jelly on them. That's my dinner for the day. Oh, next guy said, what are you having for dinner tonight? A plate full of vegetables, 3 or 4 rice cakes. I think I'm going to get 4 rice cakes, put jelly on them, an orange, a banana, and my 2 protein shakes. 1 protein shake when I sit down, the other one before I get up, and 2 protein bars. They like my snack. Yeah, I don't eat a whole lot of food. That's about, what I just told you is about 1,200, 1,300 calories. And I drink my protein shake, 1 before I eat, and then 1 to close out my dinner. Huh. Hey, look, you must be new to the channel. Eddie Wyatt, you probably new to the channel, so do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And to answer your question, I exercise for 3.5 hours a day, 7 days a week, plus 30 to 45 minutes on a heavy bag, 3 to 5 miles a day I run, and then I do a 2-hour live stream. With that being said, I've been training the same way since 2013. I never asked you what kind of protein shakes you drink. Right now, I'm drinking OWYN, which stands for Only What You Need. It's plant-based, dark chocolate. So do I eat once a day? Yeah, I do OMAD. I eat most of the time it's from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Yesterday, because of the training program I did for my wife, I ate at 5:30 to 6:30. My wife gets home like 4:45. And if it's something she do by herself, I sit down to eat. But if it's something she need my help with, then I work with her. And I just hold my food for up to 30 minutes. Yep, I drink that OWYN, man, dark chocolate. 20 grams of protein. I think it's 140 calories, 8 carbs, and I think 4 grams of sugar. It's a good protein shake. It tastes just like dark chocolate. It don't taste real good, though. I'm a woman trying to get back in shape. I'm slowly getting to eating once a day. You don't really have to eat once a day to get back in shape. You just got to eat low calories, low carbs, higher protein, zero. You ain't going to be able to find 0 sugar, but you want to stay under 30 grams of sugar because the sugar is the thing that's going to beat you down. Look, I got a plan on my channel. It'll show you how to do just what I just told you. Go to the search bar, put in the best plan to lose weight. You can find my plan. And I think I got that plan set at like 2,400 calories. I don't eat 2,400 calories right now. I'm eating under 1,500 a day. But it'll show you how to eat. Hey, mate. Hey, look. And cats and food. Look, and I don't know if I've seen you up here before, but if I haven't, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And then don't forget, go to the search bar, put in the best plan to lose weight by Coach Carl. Mickey Lloyd. Hey, mate. Time to get working, man. Good morning, Coach. I mean, I know it's morning where you at, boy. You 15 hours different than where I'm at. 7 a.m. in the morning, tomorrow. You already on Wednesday. We stuck on Tuesday. Can you buy OWYN at the grocery store? Yeah, I bought it at Harris Teeter. They sell it at Walmart, Harris Teeter. You can Google it. You can buy it online at Amazon. My son just got one called Vega. I know what that is. That one has some amino acids in it. Good too, but that OWYN is really good. Yeah, that OWYN set me up. I mean, I do different ones, but that OWYN is the one I run with now. Cats and food. I hope you got a cat. Hope you got a cat. My daughter got a cat. My daughter loves cats. This is her first cat. She got it a couple of years ago. She took care of that cat. think it was, she got it from a, what you call it, adoption agency where they called me on the phone and asked me what kind of person she was and the whole nine, because the cat only had one owner and it was an older lady, and so the person had died. This was an older lady, she was like 70 something, and the person died. And so the cat wasn't an outside cat, it was an inside cat. And he just, was kind of scared. She scared about a lot of other people, but come out and deal with her on a one-on-one. Her and my youngest son used to live together. My daughter's 27, my youngest son is 31, my oldest son is 33. But when my youngest son was about 27 and my daughter was, 22, somewhere around there, they bought the cat. They adopted the cat. This is a picture of the cat. His name is Trent. He's a handsome little fella. He take pictures, man, like he sit and pose for a picture. Like he know he being took. He know he the man. So yes, sir, it's a popular brand. Okay, thanks. I do laugh out loud. John, 53, and I need to start doing the same diet Coach does. Hey, look, it's right here, bro. That diet is waiting on anybody that want to do it. That once a meal, though, you might want to do 2 meals a day starting out. Because that once a meal is hard on you. It's hard on you depending on what you do for a living. You can't go out there and do construction with no food in your belly and then come home and eat. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need something in you. So drink protein shakes while you're at work. What fruits should be eating? I hear a lot of it is bad. Sugar. All fruit got sugar in it. Most of it got more sugar in it than we need. But it's a different type of sugar. It's not the added on sugar. It's built-in sugar. So it's going to be a little bit better. It's going to digest a little bit better. But the whole thing is, I tell people all the time, pick your fruit based on what you do in your life. If you need potassium or if you need energy, eat a banana. If you just want something that you can nibble on, eat an orange. If you need something that's going to carry you and put the right amount of stuff in your system, eat an apple. I eat apples, orange, bananas, grapes, cantaloupe, and watermelon. They're the only fruits I eat. But I don't eat the same fruits every day, and I don't eat a multitude of fruits every day. But my thing is Google it. Any fruit you want to eat, Google it. See how much is in it. If you go to my plan, the best plan to lose weight, just put it in the search bar. It'll tell you to watch the calories, the carbs, the protein, the fat, the sugar, and the sodium. Well, when you Google things that you don't know what's in them, it'll tell you. And then you get to write it down and you can see how it measures up in your plan. It's going to show you how to do it. It's the easiest plan in the world. I lifted weights at the gym and could not straighten my arms for 2 weeks and sore. I mean, you did too much. You ain't supposed to be incapacitated when you finish working out. You're supposed to be tired. And then you got to stretch. Don't just go home with tight arms, tight back, tight chest. You got to stretch it out. You got to stretch your arms out so that you can work with them the next day. One thing that people don't do is they don't stretch. I know guys that do the same thing I do. I throw 300 kicks a night. You got to stretch your legs out before the kicks and after the kicks. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, your legs don't be tired. I eat Ethiopian food. Cool. If it's working for you. If it ain't working for you, then it ain't cool. Coach, I know you have to cheat sometimes and get a, man, I don't eat meat. I'm vegan, bro. I haven't ate meat since 2013. I went on vegan diet in 2014. So I don't eat no animal at all. I don't eat, being vegan means I don't eat products that come from an animal either. So there's no cheese unless it's vegan cheese. There's no milk, you know what I'm saying, and no animal products at all. I'm in construction, so I'm good. You tried that lion's mane mushrooms? Nah, bro, I don't, y'all know better than that. You might be talking to the other guy. Go carnivores will get ripped. You can get ripped doing whatever diet you want to be on. You can get ripped doing it. I've seen people get ripped, vegans, worse than me, 100% raw. Don't eat nothing that come out of a store, and they get ripped. Don't eat no plant-based or nothing. They just ripped. It all depends on what you do in the gym. If you eating right, what you do in the gym is gonna show up. Me, I eat right. Y'all seen me. Y'all seen me. I was outside today putting in some extra work. You know, at the end of my work, I always like to remember, I take pictures of myself so I could look at myself, so I could look at the progress. This is just me standing in the backyard. That's this morning. So I know what I do. I know how I got here. And for those that ain't seen this video, this was me doing shoulders. Trying to keep them shoulders and that back muscles right, bro. But you got to put the time in. If you want to get the progress, you got to put the time in. Ain't nothing easy about what I'm doing. Those 15-pound dumbbells. That was at the end of my workout. My man said, hold up. Okay, coach, thanks for answering my question. You have a blessed day. Hey, look, definitely, bro. Same to you. Coach, since I've been with you, I've lost 12 pounds in 3 months due to being a better eater. Hey, look, that's the whole thing. People ask me all the time, how do I get them abs? Them abs don't come from how many crunches I do. They come from how much fat and how much sugar I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? That's where they come from. You can lose the weight and then you tighten it up once you lose it. But if you don't eat right, you cannot outwork a bad diet. Your stomach will be big and strong. It won't be big and cut up. I'm single in order not to be stressed with women, less cortisol. You could be not stressed with women by this right here, called brain and mind. Don't let nobody in this world stress you out. And if you get stressed, get on your hands and your knees and pray to God, because that's the person that you're missing. That's what allows all this other stuff to infiltrate your life. There's some good women out here. There's some good men out here, but a lot of times they don't meet each other. Women keep meeting these crackheads, and guys keep meeting these girls that want to do things that they don't need to do to get where they're trying to go. Put it to you like that. We need to get the right people, need to get with the right people. Then you go, the Bible says equally yoked. When you meet somebody on the same page you on, trying to get to the same place you're getting to, it's two of y'all pushing. Two of y'all. Ain't no stress behind that. What you snack on before you break your fast? I don't snack on nothing. I got it for you. This right here. Water. This is a gallon. Gallon of spring water. What I do, man, my diet is exactly the same. When I sat down to get ready to eat, at about 4:45, I'm gonna start making my food. It'll all be done at 5 o'clock. So first thing I do is drink my protein shake. It's a double. It's 20 grams of protein for 2 scoops. I do 4 scoops. So that's 40 grams of protein. I drink the shake, I come out and sit at the table. And I start eating my vegetables, and then I eat my fruit. And then if I got nuts or something, I eat them. And then I eat my rice cakes. Then I eat my 2 protein bars. Then I go back in the kitchen, because by that time it's like 40 to 45 minutes. I go back in the kitchen, get my other protein shake in the refrigerator, because I made them both at the same time. I drink the second protein shake, and I go out there and sit down. My mama said, go sit down and be quiet somewhere. Go find somewhere to sit down and be quiet. And that's what I do. I go sit down and be quiet. I start watching TV. My stomach is full at that point, player. What you, just read that one. Somebody say, dang, hey, look, it is what it is. Y'all know I can't curse up here, man. I gave my life to Jesus, bro. I got better vocabulary now. I used to say all kinds of crazy stuff, man. I was a gangster, bro. I was a thug. A hard-headed thug at that. The worst kind. A hard-headed thug. I gave my life to Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? It changed my whole life around. So y'all know when y'all say a bad word up here, I ain't mad with you. I just can't say it. I don't expect everybody to be the same. We are not the same. We don't come from the same place. We don't do the same stuff. But as long as we respect each other, I'm good with everybody. Any tips for losing 10 pounds of fat in 30 years? You ain't going to lose 10 pounds of fat in 30 days. You ain't going to lose 10 pounds of fat. It's harder to lose fat than it is to lose water weight. The average weight loss period should be no more than 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a day. And that's if you're already in the system. I mean, you can't cheat on that. There's no cheat meal. But I tell you one thing you can do. Eat real food. When I say real food, if you're not vegan, eat chicken, eat eggs, eat salad. Don't eat no snacks. You want a snack, eat another piece of chicken, eat another salad. Don't drown your salad in dressing. Just eat another salad and eat fruit. And you'll watch the pounds falling off, and you might lose 30 pounds. It all depends on you. I lost 60 pounds in 60 days, but I went gung-ho. I didn't do nothing wrong. I did everything the exact way I was supposed to. And my stomach growled a lot, and I started getting headaches at the beginning, but then I had to work my way around because the headaches don't come from not eating. The headaches come from not eating sugar. That's what the headaches came from. Sugar is the enemy. But then when I was eating the way I was eating, I was also walking, running, or biking every day. I had a basic 30-minute workout routine. I ride the bike 10 miles, or I would walk 5, or I would run 3. I did it every day. I don't care if it was raining outside. So I put in the effort. I put in the effort. And it started falling off of me, bro, faster than I knew it was. And I started getting loose skin around my stomach. Say you was a sniper in Afghanistan? Hey, look. Hey, look, that's what I'm talking about. You've been working, bro. So, hey, look, anything you want to do with your life, you can do it. You just got to believe in it. Hey, look, but don't be stressed, though. Hey, look, if you get stressed, go to the gun range. Fire off a few at the gun range. So you don't have to fire off a few at somebody. Bad to work out at night, because sometimes I be doing a lot. No, it's not bad to work out at night. You work out whenever you get to the gym or whenever you get to the floor, one or the other. Hey, bro, at one point I was working out 3 times a day. I was working out in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. It means you got to want it, bro. You got to want it. How long you been on OMAD? For 2 years. I was on intermittent fasting before that. How do you work your way around those sugar headaches? I noticed that after I got off the Red Bulls. Hey, look, it's a process. The same way you got on it, the same way you're going to have to get off of it. Sometimes when it got too bad, I just took 2 Tylenol. I mean, I ain't a fan of medicine, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But you got to stay away from that sugar. That sugar, if you're getting a headache because you stop eating sugar, that should let you know something. That sugar won't good for you the whole time. That sugar won't good for you the whole time. Right now, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm answering questions on my channel. Hey, man, look, that sugar, man, that sugar take you out, bruh. That's why it's a whole lot of diabetics dying on the regular. Bad kidneys, bad liver, bad hearts. Said, ain't no way of working around that sugar, bro. When you start getting them headaches, you realize right then. That should be the driving force that you know it's bad for you. That's like when you're coming off of crack or coming off of drugs. Seeing people come off of alcohol and off of drugs to be shaking like this. They can't control it. And so you gotta stay in the program. My thing is, if you're not vegan, eat a piece of chicken. Chicken ain't got no sugar in it. Our chicken breast is 120 calories, 25 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 0 fat. So you do a morning ice bath every day. What do you think? Hey, look, if it's working for you, you done already mastered it. It take your pain away. It take your mental away. It's too cold to be thinking about something. Too cold to be worried about something. I used to do the sauna. I had an in-home personal sauna. I come home after every run and do 45 minutes in the sauna, no matter if I was sweating already or if I was cold as 4 outside. Did it anyway. Then I broke the zipper. I broke the zipper on my sauna. I broke it 5 years after having it. And when you break the zipper, I tried to keep it closed with these little clothespin type joints, but they don't work because it's made to fit tight. So I ended up throwing it away. And I kept saying I was going to get another one. Then I ended up buying another inside the house heavy bag. And then I forgot about it. Now I just run with a sauna suit on like I used to do. I'm mad because I'm going to buy another one. I really don't got nowhere to put it. That's why I ain't bought it. When did you know it was time to turn your life around? When I realized where my life was headed. You know what I'm saying? It's headed in the garbage. When your life is headed in the garbage, it's time to turn your life around. I turned my life around a long time ago, but I've been itching at turning it around, and I kept one foot on both sides of the fence, which means I was teetering the fence. I was doing good and I was doing bad. I was doing them both at the same time. But my grandmama told me, she said, when you want to get feathers for your cap so you can get to heaven, you gotta change your life. So first thing I did when I was about 21, 22, I asked God to change me because I was confused. My mama told me I had the gift of gab, but I was using it wrong. I was using it to pull girls, and I ain't see the point in it. I was hurting people and not even helping myself in the process. So change your life. And then I asked God, I said, send me somebody. If you send me somebody, they walk past me and I noticed them, I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to spend that part of my life doing the right thing. So then I got married. I got married when I was 23. At the beginning of my 23rd year, I said I'd never get married. By August of that same year, I was married. Turned 24 in November. So I've been married now for 34 years. First thing happened, me and my wife was on the same page. We tried to make it together. I think had first son. First son come along, start getting smarter, start getting wiser. Because now I got a reason to be straight. I can't have my son doing what I was doing. I can't have him being who I was being. Can't have him talking like I was talking. So you raise your son. 31, he 33 now. My other son's 31, my daughter's 27. You spend your life saying, I don't want to be a bad example. I didn't want my daughter to see this as an example of what she should be looking for. Nah. My sons both told me when they got married, they said they was always looking for a woman that reminded them of their mama so that they knew that they were like me. So they reminded them of their mama so that they could have the same kind of relationship that I have with my wife. Now, here you go. This is our 35th year. Be married 35 years in August. And I'll turn 59 in November. All the kids are gone and grown out of the house. Everybody's successful. One in the military and the Army. The other one was in the Navy. He works for the government now, doing the same thing he did in the Navy, which is an intelligence specialist. My daughter works for a mortgage company in one of the bigger cities. And she graduated from 4 years of college. Both my sons came out of 2-year college. Yep, so everybody doing their thing. Everybody hustling. Yeah, I know that devil on that fence, bro. That's why I got to get up off of it. I got on one side of it, and I stayed there. And now I spent my whole life trying to tell other people how good it feel on this side. I ain't got no stress. I ain't got to worry about nobody knocking on my door that just trying to sell me something or somebody I'm trying to sell something to. I ain't got to worry about going to the club and drinking until I can't remember what happened that night at the club. I ain't got to think about that no more. See, I get to think about good stuff now. I get no stress. It's a no stress life. That's why I tell people this is a sucker-free channel. I don't want no suckers up here. Suckers that take you back to where you came from, but I don't want to go back to where I came from. I'm good where I'm at right now. I appreciate y'all being up here. It's no mistakes. God don't make mistakes. If he sent you here, it's because I had something for you or you had something for me. Either way, we're going to work it out. One hand wash the other one. You ever seen one hand wash itself? You ever try to put some soap on your hand and try to wash your own hand? How you going to get the back? Use your chin? Come on, man. Take 2 hands to do this. So it's my hand and y'all hand. We're going to do a lot of work together. This ain't just me up here just talking to hear myself talk. This ain't up here for y'all listening just to hear nothing. We all in this together. We all learning something together. Man, my shoulders are so tight. My neck is tight. That training today was tough. I did all kinds of stupid stuff today. It took me out. Now I'm about 40, well actually, I'm 30 minutes from being able to start cooking. Each one teach one. Yes, sir. That's what we do here. I'm 30 minutes. Actually, well, I'm saying, what is it? I'm 22 minutes. No, 28 minutes from being able to start cooking. I start cooking at 4:45. It don't take long. It's take like 15 minutes. But see, when I cook, I make my other stuff. Like if I was making a jelly sandwich, I'd have to make the jelly sandwich during the time when my food was cooking so I could have it all at the same time. You ain't got time to keep coming back and forth to the kitchen. So when I sit down, all my food set out in front of me. I peel my orange and everything. I ain't got time to peel it. Peeling take time. I ain't got time to peel it. I want to eat it casually. Eat it casually while I'm watching YouTube. I make that hour work. Hey, man, this better be good. I'm going to knock the plate over. I'm going to be the only old man y'all going to ever hear of that's stealing on people in the old folks' home. Stealing on people. What was wrong with Mr. Parker? He didn't get his peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. He said peanut butter and jelly come with every dinner. Bang, bang, bang. I'm going to be knocking people out in the old folk home. Knocking them out. You take my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, if you don't bring it to me, you catching one. I'm tell you right now, you catching one. You catching a 2-piece with a biscuit. A biscuit. We gonna get it. Look, I better get my jelly. I might not remember nothing. I might lose my mind and everything, but you better put some peanut butter and jelly on my plate. I grew up with peanut butter and jelly. And look, I don't eat them like I wanted to now, but I'm telling you what, you better believe if I'm 70, 80 years old, that's gonna be a part of my snack. Peanut butter and jelly. Y'all gonna catch me over in the corner shadowboxing every day. What are you shadowboxing for? Because if you don't get that peanut butter and jelly tomorrow, somebody gonna catch a 2-piece and a biscuit. We're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna be 80 years old, the fastest guy in the old folk home. But I'm gonna catch you with that 2-piece. You better give me my peanut butter and jelly. Yes, sir. But man, I hope y'all having a good time no matter where y'all at in the world today. I know we all over the place, man. We got people in Detroit. We got people in New York. We got people in the UK. We got people in Africa. We got people in Botswana. We got people in Europe. We got people in Germany. We got people everywhere. But all of us are here at the same time doing the same thing. Having a good old time talking about whatever we want to talk about. So, and look, and I hope I didn't help somebody up here. I hope my time won't used in vain. I hope I didn't help somebody. I hope I didn't taught somebody. I hope the cat lady is petting the cat right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's pet the cat. Let's pet the cat one time. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that, yo. That's what it do, man. Hey, look, and then we got some dog people up here. I know we always got dog people. We got more dog people than we ever got cat people. Why is that? Why is that? We got dog people and don't have no cat people. I had dogs, man. I ain't never had a cat, but I had dogs. My favorite dog ever was a beagle named Andy. That was my dude. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, me and Andy, man, we did a lot of stuff together. We did stuff that I'm glad he couldn't talk about. Andy was my dude. I thought I had a picture of him, but it's actually on my other phone. Yep. Andy was my dude. Man, me and Andy, hey, look, Andy knew when I had problems. Andy knew when I had problems. Andy would come sit next to me, and one day he sat next to me for a long time, and I was like, man, this dude just know my problems, right? He know everything about me. He had his leg, he had his head on my leg and everything. And I was wondering why he just had his head on my leg and we was just chilling, man. He was a beagle. And when I got up, I heard a crinkle. And you know what it was? I had a peppermint in my pocket. He had his head on my legs, smelling that peppermint the whole time, like 2 hours. He just never got up. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I might can't eat that peppermint, but I'm going to smell it. Somebody said they wrote a lot of my tips down. Well, I hope so. Did he go run with you? No, he couldn't run with me because at the time, I wasn't running when I first got him. And you got to train a dog to run. And the thing about, he could run physically, but he's a beagle. If you know anything about a beagle, he run with his nose to the ground because he got to smell everything. So every time I take him on a walk, he got to poop 5 times or pee 5 times. Why? Because that's a beagle. Beagle don't never lose their scent to where they had to go. So he always want to make it back home. So that's kind of how it was. But, you know, if I'd have trained him when he was little, but we got him when he was like 7 weeks old. And that was, my daughter was in the 6th, she was going to the 6th grade. So we had the dog for like 13 years. He died a couple of years ago. But he was already like 5 or 6 years old when I started running. You know what I'm saying? And a little late in the game to train a dog to go running with you. You got to start that as a puppy. He'll run with you, and he'll build up with you, and he'll grow with you, and he'll understand where the run is and where you're going, and these will be familiar scents. But you can't train him late unless he's a different kind of dog. Now, Beagle, he was born to put his nose to the ground. He was born that way. I wish I did. I always think about getting another dog, man. I mean, I don't have a real preference. You know, I used to always talk bad about pit bulls because I always thought that pit bulls were like bad dogs. But pit bulls are basically good and loyal dogs. It's just the people made them bad. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is I would probably want like a mixed pit something that I felt like could protect himself against other dogs if we out on a run, or protect me against an assailant if we out on a run. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want a dog that's definitely can't have no little itty bitty dog, because them little itty bitty dogs will you know, you got birds, them hawks, them chicken hawks, them vultures. They'll get a little dog. They'll pick a little dog up, and I ain't about that life. I ain't about to lose my dog like that. But yeah, pits are athletic dogs, but they're actually loyal dogs too. I know a lot of guys that got pits, man, but you know, it's just they just got a bad name. That's all. They got a bad name. So I don't know. I just want a good dog. Maybe I don't know. I can't really think. I don't really like huge dogs. I don't want like no German Shepherd or no Rottweiler or nothing. They too big. I don't want them in. You know, they take up space like a human on your chair. You know what I'm saying? I just want a loyal dog. I want a dog that I could train. I ain't got no little kids in here grabbing dog tails and pulling on tails and all that. You know, that's what they say. Don't let the dog, you know, be around your little folk. But I ain't got no little folk here. And when little folk come to my house, if they came to my house, I lock my dog up. I always cage train my dog. He be just a compliment. That cage is like his house. He comfortable in there. When I used to get up, my dog used to be sitting on the couch. He could be sitting on the couch, sleep, my beagle. And I would get up and turn the first light off. Turn the first light off. That dog would jump down, go get in the cage. And he'd be sitting in the cage. As soon as you lock the door of the cage, he lay down. He was just like, yo, I know the routine. Yeah, you turn the light out, it's time to go to bed. That's how I was. And he would go get right in the bed. He ain't had no problem getting in the bed. I had a blanket type thing in there. I had the two metal bowls. One metal bowl was a food bowl. The other one was a water bowl. He never knocked the bowls over and all that kind of stuff. You know, he was a good, respectful dog. We had him for like 13 years, almost 13 years. He got sick. He had cancer. It never gets easier. You just get stronger. You see that behind me? Hey, look, that's the bottom line. It never gets easier. You just get stronger. My workouts ain't never been easy. Even when I used to teach class, I taught a lot of classes in boxing. I taught classes like you teach karate classes. Each class was 45 minutes to an hour. So say, for instance, first class in the afternoon was 3 o'clock, 3 to 4. Then 4 to 5, then 5 to 6, to 6 to 7, and 7 to 8, 8 to 9. But I had classes where you could come in and get all your physical training at the same time as somebody else. And the whole thing about it was, you got bags in the gym. Some people are hitting the bags. You got pad work. Some people are padding other people up. You got sparring. Some people are sparring. And then people come in, they got to take the class first. Those classes, I taught at least 4 classes a day. But each one of those classes consisted of jump rope, jumping jacks, push-ups, crunches, mountain climbers, a plank, and then we had 3-pound weights, and you would always punch the 3-pound weights. Some people graduated from the 3s to the 4s to the 5s to the 8s, you know, depending on how long they've been in the gym. But the class work, I taught the class and took the class. So in other words, I trained every day with everybody that trained. So if I taught class 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I worked out all 4 of them classes, back to back, with on like a 10-minute, 15-minute break. When the class was over in 45 minutes, they went running. Everybody ran at least a minimum 1 mile, maximum 3 miles. Then they came back and then they hit the bag, they got padded up, or they got ready to spar. Nobody ever sparred in my gym without working out first. So you had to come take a class before you sparred. There weren't no freebies. You weren't gonna come in on that day and come right out the car fresh and the other guy didn't worked out. Am I in contact with my students still? A lot of them were friends. Some of them appreciate the fact that they lost weight during my tenure. So yeah, we talk. Some of them hit me on Facebook, hit me on Instagram. Some of them I see in the stores, like when I go to the mall, they be like, Coach. They said, what's up, man? So most of them still in shape. I watched 2 guys that were good friends with each other. They were both in the Navy. They had just got out the Navy. One lost 85 pounds, one lost 65 pounds. They said if I'd have known I could have lost this kind of weight, I would have stayed in the Navy. Have I heard about what happened recently in Iran? Nah. If you've done recently, like as in today, I haven't been nowhere near the internet. The only thing I did on the internet today was upload a video on YouTube, uploaded a video on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I don't watch the channels. I just go to the thing, upload, put what I'm gonna say about the video, hit send. When it says ding, the video's up. I get off of it and go to the next one. Because I got so many of that I do. I usually read the news and watch the news at night. Usually I watch YouTube while I eat. And I usually watch the news sometime later tonight. But there's always something going on around the world, bro. But the only thing we don't get to hear it all. Because a lot of times, people just don't talk about it. The news only shows you the bad news. So you ain't gonna hear about no pretty little cats being born or no pretty little dog puppies being born. Yep, looking at CNN now, but I don't see nothing. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't really know. Like I say, the only thing I read is what stands out. If it stands out, I'm going to read it. I don't really follow a lot of other countries, unfortunately. If it had to do with what I'm doing, I usually don't see it. And there's nothing up here. Oh, man, I got 10% left. Yep, so, yeah, I'm just kind of, I keep it 100, bro. I ain't a news kind of person, but I do know what's going on. Yep. Hey, look, y'all. It's been fun, but I've been up here an hour and six, I don't know, more than an hour and 6 minutes, because it's 106 and an hour is 60 minutes. So I've been up here almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. So with that being the case, let me get off here. I'm going to upload this video in about 15 minutes, but this phone ain't got but 10%, and I can put this bench seat back where it's at and get ready to start preparing my dinner that I'm going to cook in 15 minutes. And then I'm going to be happy. But with that being said, thank y'all for logging into my channel. Thank y'all for all the likes. Thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for the conversation. Thank y'all for talking to each other when y'all up here. This is a safe place for everybody to be. I don't care nothing about what your background is. If you're up here, it's a safe spot. So with that being the case, take care of yourself. God bless each and every one of y'all, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow at the same time. Holla. Peace.